Hey guys, this is Spiffy Guy and I'm back with another adventure as part of our double adventure weekend. And to celebrate National Trails Day, we hiked the Merrimack earlier, and today, actually tomorrow, we're going to build some trail. So we're going to get it and we're going to give it back. So we're down here at Current River, and you can see the Current River behind me. And we are going to build some trail with my favorite people, which is the Ozark Trail Association. We're going to be building trail here, I believe, and we're going to be building trail on the Blair Creek section. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around. There's a big fish in this lake. We're gonna go hike up the trail to the top of the hill. Holy moly, look at the size of those fish out there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's crazy. We're gonna see if we can't find cell service, text the wife, tell her we're alive. It's a bit of a drive down here. A couple hours. Supposedly Al Capone played on this pool table. These old buildings, this was apparently a resort or a getaway for a box company. And so they're rebuilding all the houses. They've got tar on the slats. It's pretty neat architecture. The other section of the trail where the road comes in. Very cool old wall. Very neat. This trail is cool. It has a little signs next to trees, kind of show you what each kind of tree is. It's an interpretive trail. It's like 1.5 miles. It's not too bad. See, they got these little signs. This is a chinkapin oak, but unfortunately, most of the trees that they have signs are all dead, which is kind of humorous. But this must be the beaver house in here. We did see a tree that had some beaver marks on it, but it looked a little weathered, so I don't know how active the beaver dam is. I don't know things about beavers, but you know, this one looks a bit cut. Maybe the beavers are learning how to use a saw. But it's a nice little trail. They got a little bridge back there, and you can see that there's some older brickwork or concrete work here. This is all probably original. This is a shortleaf pine. Yeah, these are the native pine trees. So they got this little lake here. Goes all the way down, and you can fish. It's a pretty neat little place. So I made this Asian side dish I've been carrying in my food box at home for like 2 years. It's not too bad. I used the Esbit stove with the Moore's pot, and for the most part it worked out all right. I ended up using like maybe a tablet and a half. There's no simmer with Esbit though, really, with this type of stove, so I needed to simmer it for 7 minutes. I probably should have just brought my tray and G. That would have made a little bit more sense, but I had the Esbit up in my bottle kit, so that's what I used, and it's not too bad. And we're gonna pair it with some hard cider, 8% hard cider. It's gonna be a good night, although it's raining. It rained pretty good for a little while, but tent's right there. And then Rick has this wonderful REI awning that he put up, and check that out. He pulled his tent up. He has this huge giant kind of vestibule. It's a very, very cool idea, you know, for car camping. So, but yeah, we're just hanging out. It's kind of raining, spitting here and there, and folks are still showing up, but the humidity has gone down a bit and it's cooled off a little bit. But you know, we're just kind of hanging out. It's about 6 a.m. It's a little chilly last night, not too bad. This is the fire pit that they'll have fire tonight, and Department of Conservation brought out a bear trap. It's right there. And then that's a bear release cage. So they're going to do like a little program, talk about this stuff, talk about bears. There's a very large push with the MDC to be bear aware and have people, you know, pick up their food in the campsites and that sort of thing. They're definitely making a comeback here in Missouri, and people need to be aware of it. You know, they got to hang their food, use a bear bag or something. But it should be fun, neat little program. It's not too bad of an area. The problem is there's not really a whole lot of level spots. Most everything is on a hill, especially over there. In fact, one of the guys, they got a putting green up there, and one of the guys set his tent up right next to the putting green. It's kind of funny. Alright, so where we are is right off the road here. Lots of little flying bugs. Everybody parked their cars in here. But this trail ends right here. It'll go across the road and connect up. And goes down. You can see this is the section that I'm starting at. We're going to go through there and see what we can't get done. And this will go all the way to Camp Zoe, which apparently was like, got confiscated by the government because it was like a big drug party place, I guess. But we have already found one artifact, old horseshoe. So we know it's a multi-use trail. We're going to get building though before the humidity gets too bad. Alright, so we've been slaving away for a few hours here, and this is kind of what we got going on here. The trail stops right here at the end there, and they'll bring it up right over the road. The road is just right on the other side of that truck. So rather than extend it all the way out there, people start using it, they're going to wait until they have the other side done so they can connect it up and cross the road. But, you know, it's been going. There's dog dish, keep your dogs hydrated. I've pushed through about almost a gallon of water so far today. And you can see we've got a really nice trail. And this trail, it's going to be a long time before anybody uses this trail, because they've got to do the connector on the other side of the road as well as further down the trail. But it has been slow going. The Pulaskis are kind of dull, so they need sharpening. But it is hot. It's probably about 85, and luckily you can see we're in the shade here and the humidity is high. We are all deeply sweaty. Luckily they have showers back at the place as well as the current river, so you could jump in and do that sort of thing if you're into hopping in rivers. But the bugs aren't too bad. There's these little midges that fly around, so I've been using my Sea to Summit head net. This is really the first time I've ever used it, and I'm supposed to be wearing a hard hat, but they locked the trailer that has the hard hats in it, and the guy with the key is out mowing, so no hard hats. But trail's looking good. We're going to keep working probably for another couple hours, and then we'll head back and we're having burgers and brats. Tell you, they feed you. You guys need to volunteer. This is fun. It's awesome stuff. So the ditch witch makes short work of getting a baseline for the trail here. You can see, I mean, for the most part, this is fairly hikeable. At least you know where you're going. Obviously, you don't want to stick in the crotch, so we got to come through and do the cut so water will drain off of it and it won't erode. But we have probably put in almost a half mile at least. The trail had ended, and they've cut more trail for more people to handline, so you can see everybody's getting busy. Big rock mess. Alright, so out of the mud hole there. The ditch witch couldn't go through there because it's too rocky and muddy. So they had to handline it all, and they're trying to find some rocks to kind of build sort of a bridge over that one drainage part. That way the water can flow through the rocks, people can walk on top, and it won't be too bad. But this is a nice little section. It's all real nice wood in here. There's a little bit of elevation right here, but it's going to be a real nice trail. Now there's another section of the OT What's sort of off the OT is called the Blair, or not the Blair Creek, the Brushy Creek loop. And it's a loop, and I believe they're going to connect this to the loop. And this will become like a spur that heads to Camp Zoe. And you'll be able to go from the OT. So it's kind of neat. But we're going to go up and we're I don't know, what's the word? Extricating? We're removing a big old stump. So I suppose I should go help.
They got a lot done all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so we took out the big ass root, and crew leader Rick will tell us why.
Okay, did you get a video of it before when the rut was in?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason we took out the root was because what it would do if it was still in place is create people or cause people to hike around it and eventually erode the slope on the lower side, which I'm in perfect shape.
Yeah.
That's why I'm breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Which anyways.
We just tore a root out.
I know we did.
It's called cardio.
I hear ya.
Feel the burn, folks.
Anyways, so now what we did was by taking the road out, we brought it so that a hiker, horseback rider, or biker will actually be able to stay on the inside of the downslope and hopefully not cause trail creep, which eventually will cause a reroute or more maintenance on this area.
And the short answer is it's more better.
Mo better.
More better.
Mo better. Show me the money.
Exactly.
Was that what it was? Show me the money?
I don't know. There's a bunch of fish in here. Some folks said that they saw some bass and some carp. I saw a snake in here. Freaked me out. This is the same place they're doing the fall mega. So you have time if you're interested to sign up for the fall mega. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing. Oh, there's a big one. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm thinking, we were talking about where people are going to camp for the fall mega, because there's not really a whole lot of level spots. And I'm thinking hammock between those two trees, or perhaps that tree and that small one right there, and that way you'll have a view like this of the river. That'd be pretty cool. Might have to think about that. Kind of depends on how everything works out. Many people, well, there's a few people who camp down here, but there was a lot of concerns about the river rising with rain and stuff. It's flowing real fast right now. I don't think it's risen much, but it is kind of soggy down here. But if you're looking to put in people for tents, unfortunately this is the best spot. It's the most flat, but it's still pretty soggy and wet. There's puddles and things. All the folks are out playing in the river, so we'll go take a look and see what's going on with that. I took a shower. Oh man, it's nice to feel human again. That is for sure. But it's the current river. I saw some kayakers go by earlier. Ooh, there's a big fish. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's just something floating. I don't know. It's a river.
Take a picture about your chances.
So somewhere in this bucket is a raffle ticket that's going to win the canoe, which you can't see, but it's behind there, over there. And it's going to be mine. I'm going to win this canoe. I'm going to will it to happen, and it's in there. And somehow they gave me the bucket. I don't know. They're really trusting people.
Don't you dare put that on the web.
Alright, so the food was great. Fantastic. They did a raffle drawing. I got a REI t-shirt as donated by REI. It says volunteer on the back. And then everybody got a water bottle, 20% off coupon. And REI actually donated, they donate $10,000 every year to the Ozark Trail Association, and this year they donated 20. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to gear up for the bear thing. One of the guys is going to get in the bear cage. It's going to be funny. So this is what you all need to do. Get on out there. But we're having a grand old time. It's still hot. And we're all sweaty again, but it's fun.
Biggest one of the day.
Really? That thing's a monster.
I know. What are these?
Those are crankbaits. We really need to have
Rain.
so far around the Donovan area.
this latch right here, as hard as you can. This little wire. Pull on it.
Have you cleaned it lately?
Donuts here. Pull on it.
What kind of donuts?
Use your teeth. Oh, bear. Okay. Actually.
Got that one.
Yeah. Actually, what happens?
Well guys, it's 6 a.m. here on Sunday. It's a beautiful morning. There's fog coming off the river. And there's these swallows. They're irritated with me, I think. But we're gonna pack up and head on out. It was a very, very fun weekend. Lots of hiking, lots of trail building, all the good stuff that you need. And I want to encourage you guys to, once again, go out and volunteer, find a trail in your area, or check out the Ozark Trail website for opportunities for you to volunteer. On September 19th, I believe it is the Fall Mega. I will be back down at the same location, and we're going to be building on that same trail. So if you're interested in doing that, be sure to sign up. I don't know if they'll limit the amount of people coming due to the size of the venue, but if you want to stay in the bunkhouse, you got to sign up early, so get on that. But there's a fish in there. I got a 3-hour drive back to St. Louis, so I'm gonna get rolling here, get packed up. But I want to remind you guys that, remember, life is an adventure, so go out and have one.